Hello. I'm attempt to stream Genshin. I don't know if it will work. Am I muted? No. Okay. Alright. See, I have to hold this very weird. Oh no. If this unplugs, my whole stream's gonna crash, so... When did I collect these things? Is it 59%, 89%, 74%, 47? It's not bad. It's not bad considering I don't really play. Let's do some story. Let's do some story. Can't do that. Can't do that. So I don't know if the game audio is good. So coming in. Can you hear Paimon? Is this okay?
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some Mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off.
White hair? She got the main character hair?
Different about her.
She the main character.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't.
No more excuses! I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then seen you at kiosk. Then Wan Min restaurant.
Kiosk.
Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in the UA harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear.
Oh yeah?
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
Don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
Hooligans.
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Haiman's name is... well, Haiman. And this is Haiman's travel buddy.
I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Lila Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws? No, apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. And of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals. Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Google Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach. Do you think Shenhe might be an apprentice? Seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an apprentice, that would explain everything.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really eating them.
My hunger has now abated. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all
Why
that
does she look
remains.
so sad?
So, how can you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Haiman had enough Mora, Haiman would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. the food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains. That proves it. I knew she was an adeptus.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! I almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
That's true.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shinra?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry.
Wow! You really don't have to. But having adeptus help out will make things a little lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it would be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who's currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Nico! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
I approve, actually.
But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Course, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Prostrate...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there.
Arguing.
So, it's you.
Bashu? What are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now.
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of clothstrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And
didn't mean to press that. $38,000. Okay, not bad, not bad. I do some of the story, I could probably get it to 40,000, 42,000 maybe.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Shinjo! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Shinjo, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilion?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well?
As well?
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece.
One
We are
piece.
holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of
500 million?
Mora.
Holy shit. Oh, I have to pay that?
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But that'd be Sunset Vermilionite.
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaker, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away. Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some Sunset Vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure? Wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful with him being an adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't let something like this bother him.
Hold on. BRB. Let me...
Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that? Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go. There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine.
Who?
Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please, be very careful.
Okay, we will be. Thanks, Shinjo.
Xingqiu, that the name was?
was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Not cheating.
Wow, that's
How's
amazing!
how is anyone else supposed to find?
Take another look around.
What?
Hey, look! Is that any beauty over there?
Is that what those things are called? I thought these are just like puppy dogs or something. Oh shit, what the fuck? Hold on.
Siri,
71.
As you wish.
were we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset familiarite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? The pirate sea! Huh?
If there's audio issues, like if you hear like rain, it's raining.
Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete.
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
Alright, let's do it.
Let's do
I
it.
sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we better be careful.
Oh, we probably get her as a playable character, do we?
Unleash! Obey!
Nice. How does this work?
Manifest! Obey! Manifest!
What am I supposed to do?
Unleash!
Oh wait.
I'll catch up.
Manifest!
Why is that one purple?
Obey! Barbados, found us. Unleash! By ordinance divine.
Oh my god.
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this? Manifest!
Dodge this!
Time to clean up. I must leave no stone unturned.
Cryo incarnate! The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Dodge this!
Obey!
Whoa! We're gonna fall! Is everyone okay? Look! The Syrians disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Cool it! What's the hurry?
Unleash!
Dodge this!
Someone has a beautiful made wood. Steady as stone. I swear by my sword.
Oh my god, the controls get inverted. It's so annoying.
Obey!
Cool it! Don't get frostbite!
By ordinance divine! Manifest!
Freeze!
Obey!
Cool it!
Manifest! Cryo incarnate! Unleash!
Dodge this!
I knew I was gonna have to fight this thing.
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. So high. Luckily, there is a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That Siri's on the move again. Let's catch up with him. Huh. Something was different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
It's a fucking puzzle.
What's the hurry? We froze in time.
must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Obey! Do your master's bidding! I'll catch up.
Bro, what is up with my controls? Oh my god.
Manifest! Obey!
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. What's the hurt?
You will regret this!
Don't be such a brute.
Cool it.
Manifest!
Leave it up to me.
Unleash! Wind, hear me! Manifest! By ordinance divine!
As a dutiful maid would.
This one will be frozen in time. Dodge this.
Oh my god.
Come a little closer.
Unleash!
Surrender, Lucia. I must leave no stone unturned.
Do your master's bidding!
And there's no way normal person went through all this.
Look, over there! Could that be the sunset familiar night?
Why is it? This is the Jade Chamber.
That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Prostrate doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Prostrate reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things.
And
The
her
moment she has some
master
time to spare, she'll come
is
straight for me and start telling
Ningguang.
story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I
It's
certainly didn't expect them
Ningguang.
to ever come in handy like this.
Hold on a sec. Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too! But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely!
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
What?
Are you sure? Be careful!
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a plostrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but it's gotta be extra careful when lifting.
Is it now? I'll go on ahead with the plostrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
What?
How is Edna able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Has that super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Boo, 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 boo. Oh, wait. Wait, no.
Someone needs assistance.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenla! And Ningguang's little helper!
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest plostrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of plostrite. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as a... Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still...
Shenla! Shenla! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises!
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold her head up high and break into a big smug smile.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. and reclusive too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Shenna?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. Alright? Seriously, don't punish yourself.
Okay. If you...
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
I didn't get any achievements for that. That's crazy.
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Chieftain's secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person.
Huh? You're...
It's Bei
Aren't
Wong.
you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants. Have you seen Miss Ganyu, traveler? It
Ganyu.
has been several days since Ganyu left for Jueyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liu Qixing. We've only...
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liu, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Jueyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Miss Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liya. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Miss Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
We don't even know how long we've been working. We feel guilty for taking even a short breather like we are now.
Yeah, you should.
Looks like
Get
you
back to
got a
work.
serious emergency on your...
Speaking of Jueyun Karst, traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course! We've been there lots of times.
That's good news. Could you go to Jueyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu.
It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
Overtime pay again.
So glad you left to visit Cloud Retainer.
How many stories am I gonna start?
We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there. needs assistance.
Nearly dead. Hold on. Oh look, a thing. Oh, there's another one. No. Where is it? It's right here. Stop panting. Calm down. Oh shit. I think it nearly jumped off the edge. Oh. Oh, there it is. Damn it, I wanna get a good picture with her.
Ganyu, here you are.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Huh? You don't want to be the Chief's secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you to come back.
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor.
Damn, she going through it.
I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. I appreciate your kindness, but there's no... After 1,000 years away, I came back to Juyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind. I feel better now.
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really are
What?
impressive.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year. Yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Ooh, Paimon wants to hear it.
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed.
Aw, that's cute.
When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
That's funny.
One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival, one cannot help but feel that remaining in Juyun Karst shall not be good for her. One will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Juyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
That's so sad.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retaina's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking to?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to achieve that end.
She should be in the southern part of Mount Aosong right now.
Huh. Is that so?
Still nothing? Oh my god. No achievements or anything. Oh wait, hold on. Where is it? Where is it? It's right here. What the fuck? There's two of them.
Don't be such a brute. Don't you frostbite. Cool it.
My controller, please.
You're in for a little shock.
Freeze!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Didn't I drop shit?
No pain, no gain.
just...
Why did you come here? Humans should not remain in the realm of Adepti for too
Backing
long.
shit up.
Considering the kindness you have shown me, I can let you stay for the Adeptus training. Yay! This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others. Is it difficult? No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin.
Wait, am I battling her?
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
Oh my god. Really high up.
Schedule. We've completed the task. I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepti, despite having none of their blood.
Daniel, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is only the first trial.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential is...
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
Huh. So it's Shell. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my homecoming. He's already waiting for me. Come on.
Of course we are.
No.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training.
Xiao is such a strict...
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must... Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your truth.
I have nothing to hide.
That's Cap. She's lying.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential.
Yes. I'm ready.
She said my body's ready. Wait a sec. Oh, wait, I'm Ganyu.
The trail's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
When I practice myself.
Born of ice and frost.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Come a little closer.
No touching.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Access denied. No touching.
What's the hurry?
Wasn't that bad.
This is long overdue. Access denied. No touching.
Oh, so sorry.
Oh my god.
Access denied.
No.
Wind, hear me. Time to clean up. No touching. Access denied.
Dodge this!
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Frostbite.
All hail. Steady as stone.
Dodge this! Cool it!
As a good night should. Barbados, guide us. No touching.
Dodge this!
hurry.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people, only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Joe always had such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of...
Have to do what?
Another one of those pesky
Who the fuck is
visitors.
that?
I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
He's lying.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis. I've finally come upon the Adepti. Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck, wealth, and a good career.
Who the fuck are you?
Pilgrim. Huh. He can handle any battle, but talking to strange humans is a different
That's
story,
me.
huh?
That's me.
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in training.
Perfect. I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. Doesn't matter. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point.
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the...
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living. It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man. Always
Oh
nagging
my
me.
god.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships, but are also full of joy. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Ugh, how dare you reprove me? I bet you came here looking for the Adepti yourself.
I mean, technically we did.
You might sorta have a point. We did come here looking for Ganyu after all.
Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm leaving.
Good.
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy
It's not his behavior. The things he said. He was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an
It's true. Just believe.
Alright. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment if I'm proven right. I'll return to...
It's a step in the right direction.
Liyue Harbor.
Catch the wind.
We're finally back.
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu. We're almost there. You don't want to turn back now, do you?
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two...
That's right. Where do you want to go first?
I spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to my mind is the sea. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
Let's go. We're on a date with Ganyu.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Add asterisk. You have already clicked.
Damn it, that's not what I
Add
wanted.
asterisk.
Bro, only 100 primos? What the fuck? I have it on you, don't I? Let me just double check. I do. She's right here. Oh, I can level her up. I should level her up. She's cute.
What's the hurry?
The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh, that's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, I spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Juyun Karst, in fact.
Is that... It is! It's Lady Ganyu. I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
Lady Ganyu? Why are you calling her that?
Allow me to introduce Uncle Tian.
That's alright. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who has yet to introduce myself.
Uncle Tian is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? His grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Uncle Tian is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
What an honor to receive such high praise from Lady Ganyu herself. I guess I must have done something right over the last, however many decades.
Uncle Tian, please. A person of your standing should really stop calling me Lady Ganyu.
My apologies. It's not intentional, just a habit from my younger days. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Qixing.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades now, huh?
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing secretary. It's nothing worthy of your gratitude.
Talking about secretaries, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin. She seems to be a bit troubled recently?
Yes, she works at High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to ask for my help. May I trouble you to meet her at High Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems has always been in my job
She
description.
looks so happy in Leeway.
Character. Just like that, huh? Let's move them to High Pavilion.
Why the hell is it so far? My god.
Catch the wind. Fascinating. Catch the wind.
Miss Ganyu, it's been too long. I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of peace in these chaotic times.
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I'm flattered, but aren't you exaggerating a little? I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he? Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from High Pavilion.
Connie's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something strange while organizing tax records. There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation.
Tax evasion.
Without any
Alright,
evidence.
let's go.
I see.
We can fix this.
It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. Alright. Let's approach it this way then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares. In that case...
In that case... Ah! I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu. Miss Ganyu plans to let them expose each other.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is... Bolai, isn't it?
Yes, you're right.
Oh yeah, Madam Ping, we gotta do her quest at some point. Keep fucking forgetting. What the fuck happened to the frame rate? Oh my god. Oh, it's lower? What the fuck?
We meet again, traveler. And you must be from the High Pavilion? I suppose you're about to place a big order. I'd be honored to offer you my wares.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from Yuahai Pavilion. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life instead.
What? Second Life? Ugh. That rascal Dongsheng. He's stealing all of my customers.
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their business is thriving.
Oh, tax records? Thriving?
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr. Bolai?
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks best. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll find something fishy in there.
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my blood... I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record.
What? Can they do that?
Second Life's credit based on your observations.
I don't think that's legal.
Oh, of course. I'll read very, very carefully. Line by line and word by word.
Bar for bar.
Ah, here, that exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, he even flaunted it in front of me. Look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And he kept all the profit.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no trace of it.
I told you so.
But, Miss Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever making this transaction?
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpenters, might...
Aha, you're right. Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the invoice.
The background.
He wouldn't be swayed by the likes of Dongsheng.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near Chinksa Village. Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balat.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with him once you find the evidence.
Oh yeah, what about you?
That's the best way to show your gratitude.
Don't you have some...
I'm afraid I can't.
It's alright, Weishin. You can...
Ah, that's so...
Aren't you suspicious? Oh, they disappeared. Damn, I gotta go all the way over there. Oh look, it's that's her name.
Ah, welcome. How can an old carpenter like me help you? I am usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take too many at once. But I'm always around if you're keen for a chat.
Chinksa really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
I'm sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Ah, don't worry, I know. You're from the Yuahai Pavilion, right? Why would the Chising care about an old man like me? Well, whatever. You said that you want to ask me something. Ask away then.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other record of that transaction?
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order. How could I forget?
Sure enough, Mr. Balhai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng other...
Of course you can, but I'm not so sprightly anymore.
The fuck does that mean? Sprite?
What's that supposed to mean?
I only do my woodwork and display finished wares here at Fonmu Carpenter's. As for old documents and such, but some troublemakers have recently... Since you need that invoice anyway...
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice.
Wait, I think I saw one of the...
Oh, I'm on season 2.
And then that Fatui.
It's one of the
They must be plotting some...
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master.
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached rock bottom. We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui within our borders. You need not worry. Besides, I can already feel their malicious... My intuition as the secretary of the chief...
What are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a lesson.
Yeah, fuck the Fatui. Damn, why is health bar so fucking huge?
Frozen. Crit, you'll get frostbite.
This moment will be frozen. Leave it on me. Come a little closer.
Freeze. Flash breach
Steady as stone. You're in for a little shock. Leave it up to me. Cool it. Come a little closer.
I'm a bit rusty.
Wait, hear me. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Time to clean up. Steady as stone.
Hello? What happened?
You scoundrels.
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan.
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly appear on the...
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was about to.
About to...
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area.
Sounds like he's lying.
Think about it. I'm here alone, and Jinx's village is nothing more than a retirement spot for...
Judging by how he's looking at us, it's...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of...
Fonmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear.
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse?
I misjudged the situation and offended you. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so, you can file a complaint to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force once again.
Come on in.
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice?
I'll get back to my berries.
Yeah, fuck the Fatui.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much...
No worries. It's always...
God damn.
I'll catch up. So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few world churros. Let's show them what we got.
Come a little closer.
Who the fuck?
Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't too much trouble rushing.
I promise to help you and I'll keep my word. Nothing to worry about. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and...
Thank you so much.
Agreed. How about we go to...
Wait, is that not...
Isn't it Macy from the UI Pavilion? I remember. I told you that all of my transactions are included in the records. My tax declarations are scrupulous as well. I do hope that my business won't be affected by any groundless accusations.
Groundless accusations? Mr. Dongsheng, you seem very sure of yourself. But I sincerely advise that you cease this behavior immediately. It is liable to affect the fine you'll need to pay in the end.
No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of profit.
Haven't I made myself clear? Mr. Dongsheng, you've already been proven guilty of tax evasion. I just came here to see if you'd confess.
What? Proven guilty? How come? That's impossible. Absolutely absurd.
Talking without rhyme or reason. Must be crumbling. Time for the finishing.
Mr. Dongsheng, can you tell me what this is?
It's an invoice from Thought. I'm Master Lu.
Do you admit to tax evasion?
Get him out of here! Arrest
I didn't
him!
leave a single trace.
Indeed. We wouldn't have found out if it weren't for Mr. Boalai's aid.
Bolai? That imp from Wanyo Boutique? So he told on me, but he's got his own share of dirty laundry.
Oh? Mr. Dongsheng, I'd like to hear a little more about this dirty laundry.
Tax machination?
I don't think you'll need my guidance for what comes next.
Yes, thank you, Ms. Ganyu. I can take it from here. I must say, you're truly impressive, Ms. Ganyu. Your enemy knows you best. To think, you came up with this plan and executed it.
It's actually one of your father's, the Tianshu's old tricks. Pitting your opponent against their enemies and watching them drag each other down from an advantageous position. That's how Uncle Tian managed to keep his position in the Qixing. I figured that as Uncle Tian's daughter, you'd naturally grasp your father's tricks, so I decided to use one of your father's tricks and play it out for you.
I can see it now.
I can see clearly now.
I still have a lot to learn about my father. I'm really grateful, Ms. Ganyu. You're the kindest mentor I've ever had.
Ganyu solved both Huixin's work and family problems. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Oh, you've helped me so much. You must...
That's not necessary. No need to be so serious.
Then let me treat you to a meal. The Traveler and Paimon are invited as...
Alright, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat. Oh, come.
If it's just a meal, there's...
Actually, I've already booked Sinua Kiosk. I need a moment to...
Alright.
Finally. 39,000. You know what I should do? Go, do the thing here. Go to one of these things. $60? Holy shit.
I'll catch up. I'll catch up.
A table for 10.
Miss Ganyu, thank you for accepting my invitation. And as for the two of you, your presence is also much appreciated.
Sure.
That's so kind of you, Huishin. You went to great lengths to organize this.
Truth be told, apart from thanking you for all the help.
Oh? If there's anything I can help you with.
Oh, no, I don't really need help.
With pleasure.
When I was a little girl, my father used to tell me many stories about you, Miss Ganyu. Even though I have the utmost respect for my father, I always admired how gentle and reliable you are. I've only decided to join the Yuhai Pavilion staff because I've always looked up to you.
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, in reality, working at the Yuhai Pavilion turned out to be an arduous task. I can't compare myself to such an outstanding secretary like you. I often doubt myself as a result.
I disagree. You're a great secretary in your own right.
Thank you. Over the years, I became a mother, too.
Huh? So Uncle Tian is a grandpa!
Influenced by my youthful ideals, she followed my footsteps and came to be a secretary at the Yuhai Pavilion, too. At first, I was worried about her. It's not an easy job, after all. To tell the truth, I'm still unsure if she's capable enough. But after all that happened this time, I've made up my mind to support her choice.
So, what made you change your mind?
The fact that she'll have you. You'll help her, gentle as always, and tell her your mom used to do it like that. It'd be such a beautiful moment. If it's not too much to ask for, she might still need your guidance in 20+ years, too.
Huishin, I never thought that I meant so much to you.
Just like when you showed me my father's trick. Having you as their witness makes people feel at ease.
Witness? It's true that I've witnessed thousands of years of Liyue Harbor's history. All the changes it's gone through, the stories of its people. But I've always regarded it as nothing more than the source of my loneliness. Huishin, you don't know how important those words are to me. You've made me realize that I share another connection with the people of Liyue Harbor. Apart from my contract with Rex Lapis, they rely on me, accept me, and long for me to bear witness to their stories.
Oh, of course. You're irreplaceable to us.
That's right. That's why I can't disappoint you.
Hooray! Ganyu's finally cheered up!
Yeah, we cured her
Even
depression.
if I've really been supplanted, I wish to fight for my place. I won't let you down. Regardless, I'll go back. I'm afraid that it might have all become a mess during my absence.
What? Did we
No
even...
time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss.
We're leaving.
Cute. You can't even take a picture? Ching cheese, good walk.
Someone needs assistance.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Maisha, are you okay? Look!
Do you even have enough time for leisure? It seems you three are a suitable replacement for me after.
Not at all.
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu. We've missed.
That's so kind of you all. Given we've only met once.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your duty
To us, you're like an adeptus coming down to the human world to save all life.
Forget all our envious complaints from before.
Just free us from this strenuous work, please.
All right, please divide the matters at hand into government affairs, business affairs, and civil affairs. Mark out the tasks that haven't been started, and those that are in progress. I'll take care of the rest.
Of course.
Oh, finally.
We did it.
Yes, there's one more thing. I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be embroiled in my inner conflict right now. To think that I'd gained a human friend outside of work. It makes me happier than I could have imagined. I'd like to repay you when I'm done with the work at hand. What would you say if I accompanied you on one of your trips?
Sure, but are you ever done with work on you?
Let's cross that bridge when we come to it, shall we?
What the fuck is that? 60 primos. It was just a dream. Characters involved. What is this? This is the teapot one.
Mr. Crossell. How's business been?
Who the hell's this?
Oh, good, very good. All thanks to your advice, Miss Yanfei. What brings you here today?
You're too kind. I was simply doing my job. Now, I believe that the last time we met, you mentioned that you were looking to source some smaragdus jadeite to make hairpins. Have there been any further developments on this front?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, in the end, I did acquire a small piece of smaragdus jadeite and had it fashioned into a pair of hairpins. Miss Yanfei, might I presume that you have an interest in the hairpins? I must apologize. I've already rented them out to a lady named Xiao. If you'd like to inspect them, you may have to wait quite some time.
Wait, isn't smaragdus jadeite really rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting used or lost while they're being rented out?
No, I'm not worried in the slightest, because I signed a contract with Ms. Xiao before renting them to her. The contract makes it quite clear that if she loses or damages the item in question, she must compensate me for its full original value. In return, I included a clause that guarantees the smaragdus jadeite is genuine, with a penalty of 10 times the item's value payable by me to Ms. Xiao in the event that it is shown to be a fake.
Guaranteed genuine, with 10 times the value payable if this claim is shown to be false? Yes, these terms are very clear and...
Of course. This way, both the client and I have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, each of us has retained an original copy of the contract.
In that case, might you know where Miss...
Oh, of course. She wrote her address.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Crossell.
We're gonna steal it from her. Shouldn't even went that far. We're gonna rob it from her.
Oh, whatever shall I do? Yes, that's me. Is that...
How do you do, Mr. Chow? We understand from Mr. Crossell that my associates and I are very interested in them. Would you mind...
The hairpins. I don't know how it could have happened. I spent so much money on them. If I have to pay their original value, there's no way I could come up with... My family is in the ore business too. We now have a backlog. A big banquet is coming up in a few days, and several ore merchants I know of will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what the hairpins were for, to keep up appearances. I can't have them looking down on me. But now that I've lost the hairpins, what will I do?
Why does Paimon have a sudden strong sense of deja vu?
Would you really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Guild, but I haven't heard anything back from them yet.
They don't fuck with you. They
Don't
don't know
looking
you.
for the hairpins just yet. Mr. Chow, would you let me have a look at the rental contract you signed?
Huh? Well,
let me see.
That's right! Yanfei said she's a legal advisor, didn't she? Maybe she can help Chichao somehow. True. Though surely the...
Right. I finished reading the contract. The terms are very clear, and they do indeed stipulate that you must pay Mr. Crossell the original value of the hairpins as compensation for the loss. Furthermore, the contract also expressly states that the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. And given the rarity of smaragdus jadeite, I fear that the final amount of compensation may end up being significantly higher as a result.
Even higher? Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
However, all of
this is assuming that it is indeed genuine Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid into... Did you really have to pause before saying that part? Anyway, the hairpins are lost, so how exactly would we be able... Whichever way you look at it, we've got to...
Except that if we found the hairpins, there'd no longer be any need to check whether the...
Please. Please, however much it is, I will have... Now that it's come to this, I really shouldn't keep...
Yes, legally speaking, it seems this is the most sensible course of action. But before that, I have some questions about the hairpins. So hold on a moment, Mr. Chow. When you first touched the hairpins, what did I
feel? Well, my family has seen much jade pass through...
Smooth to the touch. No, it's nothing. I just need to re-examine it.
Interesting. Right. We snitching.
Ah, Miss Yanfei, you... You lost them.
I'm sorry.
Mora, do you have any idea what I just don't... Forget it. Talking won't bring them back. Since Miss Yanfei is here, I suppose we can just have her estimate the amount.
No problem. But before I can give an official estimate, I'll need to do a little market research. Ah, yes. And if I may, it was in fact genuine Smaragdus jadeite inlaid into the hairpin.
Of course. Genuine article guaranteed, or I pay back...
Alright, understood. I'll conduct some market research, and once I'm back, I'll provide...
Thank you very much. How could she lose my...
Looks like I'll have to find some way to raise...
Please wait, Mr. Chow.
Why'd she come into the...
something to discuss with you.
Why did she just come in like
It's
that?
not convenient to speak here, so let's find somewhere...
Where we can sit. Boom, boom, boom.
Miss Yanfei, what is this about? Are you here to tell me how much I owe?
No. What I wanted to talk about is, there is a chance that the ore inlaid on those hairpins may not be Smaragdus jadeite after all.
What do you mean? Are you implying that you already sneaked off and found them?
Obviously not. I'm no adventurer, let alone a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. Let's just say I made some deductions.
Her eyes are so pretty.
I don't know if Granny told you this, but Smaragdus jadeite is found deep underground and contains very concentrated elemental energy. If mere mortals come into contact with it, well, they'll be sick in the best case. And in the worst case, they could even experience a dramatic change of personality. It most certainly would not be smooth to the touch. Mr. Chow, did you at any time feel unwell while the hairpins were in your possession?
No, not at all. I felt perfectly fine the whole time. Not even the slightest bit unwell. I didn't feel anything special at all.
Now that is strange. I noticed earlier that there were elemental traces in Mr. Crossel's vicinity. If I've deduced correctly, he may still have the Smaragdus jadeite in his possession.
If that's the case, we should go confront him right now!
Absolutely not. If we were to confront him now, there's no way he would admit to it. Eventually, he would find some argument to compel us to leave. And then, he'd throw the Smaragdus jadeite into the sea. After that, he would simply insist that Mr. Chow pay up. Meanwhile, we would have to look under every stone in Liyue, hoping and praying that the hairpins do actually still exist somewhere in this world.
So vivid that Paimon thinks it might be experience talking.
Oh, it certainly is. I've seen my fair share of situations like this, and brute force methods are certainly one way of resolving them.
Well then, since you're so experienced in dealing with...
Oh, that won't be a problem. But first, Mr. Chow, can I ask you...
Huh? Does there have to be a contract for formal terms of engagement. Everything prior to now has just been pro bono advice. But for me to investigate any further, any work commissioned but not bound by a contract cannot be relied upon.
I understand. Then I will be glad to...
No problem. Just sign here, and I'll sign too. Okay, and I'll also need your signatures on pages 5, 7, and on the very last page.
This contract has so many pages!
Alright, that should do it. My fees are the same as always, and they're written in the contract. Have a look through.
I've had to read through everything.
Well then, here's your copy of the contract. I will retain the other copy. Not for now, no. Despite how intractable this problem might sound, I don't believe you have been part of an investigation like this before. In which case, hopefully this should be quite the experience.
Miss Yunfei, I have to ask, why are you helping me?
Because, as it happens, I'm currently trying to acquire some Smaragdus Jadeite myself. I noticed strong traces of geo-energy around Mr. Crossel, so perhaps he has, in fact, secured some. Whether he actually made it into an item of jewelry or not is a separate matter. But either way, it's a lead. As long as we follow it, also. The idea of someone abusing the law to their... But again, let's not dwell on this. Let's go... Ah, I've got it. Let's pay a visit to Chateau, the boss of the Jade Mystery. He's a professional when it comes... If Mr. Crossel had his ore worked on at all, Chateau would undoubtedly...
Oh, he's right here.
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to... Oh!
Oh, this is the dude we talked to with,
Is something the matter? Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win? Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnine merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnine merchant named Crossel, you say? I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus Jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus Jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few loose shavings to study myself later. They're right over there, in fact.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a look at them.
Hold on, I'm here. I'm back.
Huh? If my eyes don't deceive me, cross-sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings. Yes, it's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
A thin layer of separation, huh?
If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental energy. Smaragdus nephrite is an entirely ordinary ore, containing no elemental energy whatsoever.
Is that so? Well, we might as well give elemental side a shot. So, did you find anything? So they really are different. But wait, how come Jinchao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards? That's pretty awesome.
There's nothing special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time. These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer,
The
but
fuck
that
is he doing
translates to
back
an
there?
astronomical difference in terms of the market price. And, I'm sure, a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
Alright, let's focus up. We're going off on it.
But, never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossell...
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
Miss Yenfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir. Mr. Crossell did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus Jadeite, did he not?
Yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, 1 chunk Smaragdus Jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and the stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why you need them?
Oh, I have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossell brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yanfei, but might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me. With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossell won't dare try to deny what he did. On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little
The
more
hell's in her
compelling.
ears? Those
If you want
horns?
to make jewelry, you need a professional jewelsmith. Let me think.
The fuck did she just do?
Jewelry. Nope. Aha! Got it! Singsi. She often helps people to find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit. Well, that was quick. How can you know so many people? Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us. But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. How can I put this? It just seems like they're hard to understand and impossible to finish. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed. So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish? Yes, well, that's no obstacle because I've memorized all the legal codices. You memorized them? You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know? Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading things. Again, with that casual tone? Well, that's that then. Let's go look for Singsi.
Bruh, they always say, Adeptus this, Adeptus that. How are Adeptus so rare? Motherfuckers walking around like every 2 seconds everywhere. Hold on, I think there's a shop I need. Oh, and this is the shop I need to go to anyways.
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time,
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossell asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Crossell? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no? Yeah, he came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design of the hairpins that he gave me was quite intricate, so it took me some work to find someone who was up to the job. Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them exactly according to his. This order was on hold for a very long time, and only completed quite recently, which is what?
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here. Miss Singsi, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. when Mr. Crossell commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus Jadeite?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were made using many expensive materials, and the asking price was quite high, so we had to put this transaction on record with the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Mr. Crossell wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself, the item is called Smaragdus Jadeite Twin Phoenix Pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus Jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the Ministry on it.
Thank you, Singsi. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's been some more trouble?
Nothing you need to worry about, just a minor issue. I'll return your document as soon as I'm done with it. Thanks again.
Why is everyone's first reaction always to assume someone or something is in trouble?
I believe we have almost all the evidence we need. We just need to make one last trip. Let's go to Boo Boo Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
Baiju?
You know, with the snake around his neck? What do you want to speak to him for?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming that Smaragdus Jadeite is harmful to the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
I thought I was getting a teapot. Teapot part 1. Fuck. Part 1. Oops. I did not mean that. Wait a second.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Freeze! What's the hurry? My, to what do I owe the pleasure? Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well, now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus Jadeite.
Smaragdus Jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains, and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality, and their illness will only ever get worse. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yenfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus Jadeite?
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a
That's
moment.
Cap. She got 10
I would
pages.
mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus Jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business might be related to the Snezhnayan merchant?
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for penning us that document. I'll make sure to compensate you in due course.
You're too kind. Take care now.
Take care.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever.
Sorry, you Paimon.
Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossel.
See, I don't understand because we really don't have it. Look at the puppy. He's so cute. Wait, I wonder something. Oh my god. Where are you going? You're not talking.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
$0.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossel, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus Jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus Jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus Nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus Jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, if we want to determine whether the ore is genuine, we need to start with evidence from the Jade Mystery. This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus Nephrite.
Oh, so he already admitted. Did he just...
In any case, Smaragdus Nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus Jadeite. So I had him cut away the Nephrite, he returned the valuable Jadeite core to me, and some Nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
What evidence does he have against it?
Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him. Hard evidence. Something legally binding.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the Ministry's seal, after all. It shows that the ore inlaid on the pins is indeed Smaragdus Jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. You know, you could be right.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shows.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors?
What's this?
Smaragdus Jadeite springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals. Sustained contact with Smaragdus Jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossel, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite?
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient, considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented. I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation and.
What? Wait!
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear
So
Mr.
you
Crossell.
knew.
But if you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you?
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually
Inlaid with genuine Smaragdus Jadeite? Is that... You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means... Mr. Crossell, your answer, please. My client and I are waiting.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Seriously intimidating right now.
I admit, I confess, the aura I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus Nephrite. But I'm a victim in all of this too. I invested a great deal of
Tell it
time
to
and
the
money into
cops.
acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus Jadeite in the hopes of turning it into a piece of... But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel extreme discomfort. I couldn't sleep a wink or eat a single bite. I went to Boo Pharmacy to get myself checked out, only to discover that this sort of stone cannot be worn as jewelry. That's why I had another pair of hairpins made from Smaragdus Nephrite. I kept the real Smaragdus Jadeite and especially made. I was worried that someone would see through it, which is why I only dared to rent them out, not sell them. And then to top it all off, Chichao lost the hairpins after I rented them out to her.
Exactly! If they weren't the real deal, why...
I didn't want to either, but when I purchased that Smaragdus Jadeite...
Sounds like you need to know how to take an
I sold
L.
a pair of fake hairpins, then my days in this line of business would be over.
Alright, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the...
10 times.
Crusoe looks like he could faint any second. As for me, according to my contract with Mr. Chow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's...
There's no need. Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake. However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus Jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead?
What? But
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn the Smaragdus Jadeite over.
Well, that's not quite how the rules say this should go. But whatever. It'll do.
Thanks so much for your help this...
Oh, come on. No need to... Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further...
Is that so?
Actually, Mr. I could see from the hairpins you produced that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My fam, if we could join forces, your jewelry...
Who cares?
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh? Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, even though the solution didn't involve actually... The right solution depends on the objective of my client, Ms. and Adeptus. Speaking of, you took part in that battle, didn't you? In which case, you would have heard what Granny said. Liyue Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Liyue Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers? I'm unconvinced as someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning. Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay...
Madam Ping.
You've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite? Good, good. Then we have all...
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back at the office.
Oh, you. All right, then. Go see to you.
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get this.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot.
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis. Indeed she is. Liyue has changed, and the Adepti must also learn to change. Yanfei might be overly garrulous, but she is also the most intimate. Liyue is not the same. All right, then.
Oh, I'm so excited!
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment.
I'm about to get the teapot. Oh, the Serenity.
This Serenity pot is all yours now.
I get it.
Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Wait a minute, Granny! How exactly are we supposed to use this teapot?
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot.
Serenity. The fuck? You know what? I'm gonna pick this one. Oh. Teapot traveling salesman. Ooh.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside the Man of Kings! There's even a great big house in the middle, but there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
Get you.
I can't do that! Well, you're the one with the sword anyway! You do it! Still, why is it so... Oh, wait a second.
Wait a second. Turn from co-op. What? What is... What the fuck? Oh, you get a little kitty cat. Wait, I'm in co-op mode? Why am I in co-op mode?
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Well, it seems that we have a visitor. It's a huge finch! Excuse me, I am not a finch. I am a teapot spirit, and you may call me... hang on a moment.
What am I supposed to be called again? Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me Tubby.
So you're the little helper.
You certainly look the part.
Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping. Yes, she did summon me here. She told me much about you. You may leave all matters regarding your journey may be far, though it is the best. We teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage. You may consider me. Now, allow me. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, as long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm however you please.
Blueprints?
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Just commit the image of the objects to then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint.
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some... He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely
a golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders, who can that be?
I hardly remember myself. What's more, I have never... Well, let's not dwell on that. If there's anything you would like...
Hold on.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
Alright. I'm gonna keep it real. I was not paying attention. What? We may have to permanent ban on the use of the Serenity Pot. Force this. God damn, they serious about this shit. Why did it take forever to place it? Holy shit.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Why are the mini maps so cool? What the fuck? That's so cool.
What's the hurry?
Oh, I finally finished putting the thing down. Forge. Oh wait, I could do this shit on my own now? Oh my god. Okay, we're back.
You were such a slacker.
Alright, yeah, we're back. I accidentally disconnected the internet. What is that? God damn. 589 I own? Holy shit. Oh shit, I can make this. What does that mean?
What's the hurry?
Maybe you are not used to the place.
Oh. Let's go. What is this? What the fuck?
If you ever
Construct 3 furnishings. Obtain 100 realm currency. Huh. Interesting. Rock. Oh. What the fuck? No. Put back on you in here. I just get something. Oh wait, I might have not learned it yet. Where's Ganyu? there she is.
Hello. If you have any outstanding work, I think it's beautiful here.
Thank you.
It must have been quite an undertaking to decorate such a large space. Thank you. In my spare time, I particularly enjoy taking strolls outside. It's so quiet and peaceful. Even at midday, it's perfectly safe to take a nap. Agreed. Anyway,
Ganya's so nice. I think we have to enter in here and place some things down. I fucking covered a walkway. What the fuck is this? Here. Hours? Don't nobody got time for that. What does that do?
if you ever have...
Yeah, little kitty cat. Oh wait, I need to create. Why do these take so long?
If you ever had...
Wait, what was that? Create 500. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Damn.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Jesus Christ, it never ends. he leaves. So that's how you leave. That's cool.
As per our contract.
Sunday. It's not Sunday yet. It's Saturday. What? Activates constellations? God damn, they have a lot of quests here. That I just don't feel like doing. Oh wait. Man, if I want to level her up, I gotta battle this thing, and I don't want to battle this thing. Or, I mean, not level her up, ascend her. So I need to get you.
Ready.
You.
I'll bring my seasonings.
Your seasonings. Yeah. Okay, so to level up Ganyu, I have everything except these ones. The game getting louder all of a sudden.
I got carried away.
No one escapes my sight.
Oh, that was easy. Oh, and I hit 40,000. Let's go. Boop boop boop. Baba booey. Wait, I need. Wait, how the hell do I level you up? Wait, you're in a desert. I'm not. Oh, I know which one you are. Let's sigh you. Bro, aren't you like Constellation 3? Jesus Christ. Constellation I did not ask for. That's 5 characters I can level up.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Oh wait, that's 3 characters that I can bring to 80. Interesting.
Or not.
Okay, gone you. So I need. Oh wait, no, I already got these. Nice. Oh, I know where these things are. Oh, wait, found in Jiyun Karst. Found in. Interesting.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Alright, and then after I do Ganyu, who else? You're 80, you're 80. I could bring these to 80. Chingui. I could bring Chingui to 80. And who else? Barbara to 80, but that's gonna be Ningguang. I could bring Ningguang to 80, but it's not preferred. And then where's the other one? You. Qingling. I could bring you to. Oh, bring you to 60 tomorrow. Okay.
Oh no, it's raining. My uniform will get all wet.
I respond.
Leave it all to me. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
No.
Booba, get them! I'll race you there. Someone needs to sit steady as stone. No escape.
Come a little closer.
Yeah, that could have been an achievement right there. Holy shit. Fastest kill ever. Alright, so that puts us at 6, and then tomorrow we could do 7 characters. Nice. Yeah, oh wait, let me just go check if those things respond or not. If they respond... Check it. Or it is teleport.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later.
Should be here. I feel like I picked some up. Moist critical. No, they didn't respond yet. Where is it?
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Hunter becomes the hunted.
I'm gonna end the stream there.